This broadcast is inappropriate for all ages right here on the Play Spot. I am Kamurai.
And I'm Kevin.
And hopefully we don't have the weird audio tinny bit. I would love to check that out, but I can't. So we will see if my settings encourage this or not. I want to point out before we get started that I've formatted this for two people. We've got Play Spot above us, or Play above us, Spot below, and it looks pretty-ish.
Yay!
It looks pretty for my shit.
Oh, well then.
I'm not an artist. I can only hope I get yelled at from my bed. Whatever. How you doing, Kevin? I'm
good. I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm tired and hate the world. So we're going to start by I'm going to end up starting by complaining a lot. Do you want to start us out on a more positive note, talk about something you've been playing?
Yes. Been playing some Rayman Legends, which is kind of an older game.
What
but
console
it has
was that?
Xbox One.
Okay.
So, been playing a lot of that. They have daily and weekly challenges. I know it's a 2D platformer, which you don't enjoy. But
I don't enjoy fast reaction gaming, is what I don't enjoy, because it just feels like it lacks a bit of finesse. It's not that I hate all 2D platformers, it's that very generically those 2D platformers depend on fast reaction gaming. Like if you watch Mega Man, Shovel Knight.
Never played that one.
Which I should talk about. Well, apparently, I've been watching a couple things like Let's Play, Achievement Hunter, Kind of Funny Games. Colin Moriarty just played the new Shovel Knight pack that came out, Plague Knight. You could actually play as one of the bad guys.
Oh, cool.
And it changes up the mechanics a lot for how you do things and how you approach different problems. So it's really good to watch. I would suggest people go watch it. But it made me go back and look at his Shovel Knight playthrough, and it's amazing how similar to all these old style things like Mega Man, of course, Link 2, Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm sorry, Legend of Zelda 2, not Link 2. And Super Mario Bros. 3. But I did interrupt your train of thought there. I'm sorry. Rayman Legends. Oh. Apparently there's an internet problem between Kevin and I. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Pixels and all. So, I'm sorry, I did interrupt your train of thought with Rayman Legends.
No, that's fine. Just been playing a lot of that. They do daily and weekly challenges, generally for time, and sometimes collecting coins, things like that. What's really interesting is I swear I've beaten it like about as fast as possible several times, and like there are people who are just half my time. So I ended up looking it up, and there are people obviously who are cheating in some way where they can start before the clock starts and all this stuff. So that's a little frustrating. But
now, are they cheating or are they using an exploit? There's a big difference in that realm.
As far as I can understand, is they're cheating because they're modifying either the timer or the level in some way to where maybe like their finish line is moved up, so they're running half the course and counting that as like their score. That's just what
they're
said,
actually
like,
modifying the code somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cheating.
What I understand, and that's unfortunate. Not that there's any money or anything involved, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, the point of doing that sort of thing is the glory of the accolade, which to me is tarnished if you didn't actually do it.
I agree with that, and that's frustrating because I feel like I've been playing it for a long time and getting kind of good at it. Not that I care a whole lot, but it's like, you know, when you accomplish something like that and somebody's like got half your time or something, and you're like, that doesn't actually seem possible. Well, it turns out it's because it's not.
Well, yeah, and I would think developers, maybe I'm out of bounds on this, but developers would have in the dev version, you would have an auto program. Stand by. Okay, we are back. I would think most devs would have a dev version of the game where they can have it auto run, and that would give you a minimal possible time, where you program it to defeat the level as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So that you would know anything below that is a lie.
Yeah, and then it would like filter that out. That would be nice. if they could do that. I don't know how they're doing it or what exactly they're even doing, and I also don't know if the servers are cross-platform. So maybe I'm looking at what people are doing on other platforms, like on PC or something as well.
Yeah, I would think if they're modifying code, then it's probably PC that you're looking at. If they can do it with the Xbox One, I would say that's impressive, but I don't care enough about consoles to be impressed by anything that they're doing over there.
Yeah.
No offense, but PC Master Race. But no, how many, like, do you think you have a number of how many times you've beaten that game now? Kevin? No? Kevin?
Yep, I'm back.
Do you know how many times you've beaten Rayman Legends?
Actually, just the once. I mean, the way it's set up is essentially it's like 10 maybe paintings that you go in, and there are levels in each one. And the further you get, you actually have to go back because the paintings get invaded or different stuff like that. So I've beaten it once because there are probably 100 levels or more, and some of them are very challenging. So we're going back now to get like all of the teensies. Like the goal is to collect teensies and save them from the bad guys.
Okay.
And so we're going back now to collect all of them. And then also it includes Rayman Origins, which every time you get like a specific achievement in the game, you get a chance to unlock a new Origins painting. And I don't think we've unlocked all of those either. So I've beaten it once. I've beaten several challenges, but they actually do ranking. So you'll get like gold, silver, or bronze medal. I've gotten several golds and stuff, but there are some where I swear it's impossible because like I could do it in like, say 45 seconds, and there's somebody who's done it in like 18 seconds, and you just know that that's impossible because you couldn't, like, with no obstacles, you couldn't even run that fast. So
you beat it as fast as how fast?
Well, like it depends on the actual challenge. Some of them say like if you do it in like 45 seconds, for example, like it says how fast can you go like 300 meters, and so if I do it 40 seconds through all the obstacles and everything, and then somebody's done it in like 15 or 20 seconds, you know that's probably.
See, that's broken
fake
achievements as far as I'm concerned, because that means it's not recording how many pixels or whatever that they've actually traveled. It's if they've reached a certain point in the level,
right?
Which is how you get around that when you delay the timer.
Yeah.
That way. Okay, so you're not talking about beating the game. You're talking about attempting individual challenges or playing individual levels. Okay.
Yeah, because they're like it's like a separate part of the game. The challenges are online, so it's like against a bunch of other users, whereas the game itself is local. I don't think they do multiplayer, online multiplayer anyway. So, but it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing that. It's nice because it's a game you can just pick up for a few minutes and like play a level or a challenge and put back down. It's not like there's not a huge storyline. It's pretty stress free.
Yeah, I've got a couple little games like that. I would say my go-to for that sort of thing is Mini Metro.
Okay.
All the weird little games. And I don't think I ever talk about it, but I love the game a lot. You essentially manage train platforms, and you decide where the lines run between the different stations that have appeared.
Okay.
And the stations generate people, which are just little shapes, that want to go to other stations of the same shape. So you've got to draw it up so that they can exchange lines and get to the stops they want. And then eventually, in theory, one of the stations will get overcrowded, and you'll lose because you let a station stay overcrowded for too long.
Okay. That sounds like a pretty fun game. Is that a mobile game?
It's a Steam game.
Okay.
I want to say they had planned for it to be on mobile, but I honestly don't think it would work very well on a phone. It might work on a tablet.
Okay.
Because of how you draw lines, I think it might make it fun to do that.
Yeah.
And I would say the same thing for a phone, but you'd need at least a decent-sized phone like this, which I think this thing's too damn big, personally. Because I can't use it one-handed. Like, I go for this over here, and now I can actually do it because of how I'm doing it. But, like I'm getting an arm cramp trying to push on that side. It's ridiculous. I like to be able to use my phone one-handed. speaking of mobile games, do you want me to charge into the mobile game talk, or
That's fine with me. Yeah.
do you play any mobile games? Let's start
Generally, no. Just Fallout Shelter lately. I haven't played mobile games for a long time. I never find them really engrossing and just a ton of fun. And I don't find myself sitting on my phone wanting to play that often. I tend to, when I want to play a game, I often want to go sit and play a game, whether that's on the PC or on the console, and dedicate myself to playing for that time period.
And typically I go ahead and stream it. Like my phone games tend to be on the toilet, or I'm bored at work and I don't feel like being productive. Or I'm waiting for something to compile, so I need something I can play and then put down. So there's actually some games I could recommend. Dumb Ways to Die is a great little, I need to kill a couple minutes. Ivory, you shut the fuck up.
Meow.
She has a rubber band and she's happy about it, but
she wants you to know.
Yeah, she wants everyone to know. And
she's famous.
I want to throw it away. But I gave her the stupid thing, so I mean... okay, so there's this game called Planet Breaker. I guess I can show you to it real quick, because it's... I'm sorry.